Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, September 26th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. They say the great ones have a way of making the extraordinary look effortless. So what does that tell you about what Justin Compton is doing right about now? Well, after spending the majority of the season doing his own thing outside the lens of the camera, lately we've started to see some more action floating out from the veteran star. Last week, some new videos surfaced of a lean and mean looking Compton hammering out some targeted arm training as he begins to turn up the intensity a bit heading into the fourth quarter of his 2017 season. The Justin Compton we saw grace the stage in early 2016 was a holy terror for anyone and everyone who stood next to him. So if that guy can get it going again early next year, his fans could be in store for an epic 2018. Anyone who was lucky enough to catch all the action from last weekend's Figure Olympia can say that they've witnessed what might have been the most competitive lineup from top to bottom than we've ever seen in the history of the show. And that means that you probably got up and personal with 21-year-old superstar Natlia Abraham, who came out and absolutely lit the place on fire from the minute she hit the stage. A little less than a week after getting settled back in, Abraham is already back to doing what she does best, as phase one of next year's preparations officially got underway. The strides that we saw Abraham make this year were about as dramatic as anything I can remember seeing from anyone in figure in recent memory. But when you consider the fact that she's really only just starting to discover how to manage her talents, it's scary to think how good she might be in another 3 years down the road. I guess Natlia Abraham wasn't the only Olympia standout looking to get an early jump on the competition, because over the weekend, top 5 bikini finisher Norman Austria also popped back up on the radar again. New training footage shows the perennial all-star blasting away on a heavy set of sumo deadlifts without showing any signs of being worse for the wear from another long Olympia prep. To her credit, this was probably the most consistent season of Austria's career, and that says a lot about the sort of work she's still willing to put in as a multiple-time Olympia and Arnold Classic finisher. A fully charged and ready Norman Austria is someone who's good enough to win just about any show she decides to enter. So don't be too surprised if you see her run off a string of first quarter wins in the early part of 2018. Over the past few seasons, the 212 lineups at the Phoenix Europa Pro have wound up being some of the most competitive regular season events on the circuit. And apparently this year, second-year man David Robinson is planning a trip out to the desert to get himself in on some of the action. Late last week, a handful of new training videos began to circulate of a laser-focused Robinson grinding out a few monster training sessions as he gears up for his second contest of the year. During his rookie debut at last season's New York Pro, we saw Robinson show some flashes of potential during an impressive run to a 6th place finish. So as long as he added a few new wrinkles to his game, it isn't hard to envision a scenario where he finds up fighting for a spot somewhere in the top 5. You can't say the words Kuwait and bodybuilding in the same sentence without conjuring up thoughts of a Middle East monster factory cranking out champion after champion somewhere way out in the middle of the desert. But it looks like they better make plans to take a brand new American import 3 weeks from now when 212 giant killer Shawn Clarita hits the stage at the fast approaching Kuwait Pro. Over the weekend, a 170-plus pound Clarita launched his latest round of update photos, showing off a little bit of that trademark granite-like Shawn Clarita muscle. Right now, spirits in the Clarita camp have to be riding high after that awesome 9th place outing he had at the Olympia, where he packed as much muscle per square inch than anyone up there on that stage. Over and over again, this guy has proved that he's one of the most tireless workers in the game. And it's entirely possible that a lights-out Shawn Clarita shows up and soars to another convincing win on that Kuwait Pro stage a few weeks from now.